The 2D Mario platformers have been a staple to the gaming industry, dating back to 1985 when the original Super Mario Bros. Released, and ultimately ended up saving the gaming industry. In the last 20 years, we got the new franchise, which was a slop processed and churned out by Nintendo, ultimately for the bag. Mario Wonder released 2 years ago, rewriting an important part of the Mario franchise we thought was gone forever. In today's video, I'll be ranking every mainline 2D Mario platformer. I will not be including the Mario Maker titles, because those are not true Mario adventures, and the levels are 90% slop made by your 8-year-old cousin. By the way, these rankings are all objective, and if you disagree, then your opinions just suck and you shouldn't even consider yourself a true gaming connoisseur. Just kidding. Or am I? Anyway, let's get started. 14. Super Mario Run. I debated including this game in as it just feels like a mobile cash grab, but I'm feeling like a hater today, so I'll mention it. The game itself isn't bad for a mobile game. It's free up front, but you can only play the first 4 levels for free, and then you have to pay $7 for the other 20. I'd rather the game just cost $7 up front, but Nintendo knew they would get more players starting the game for free. Anyway, the levels are forgettable and uninspiring. It looks just like any other new Super Mario Bros. Game, and it lacks its own charm besides being Nintendo's EA project. Not much else to say. 13. Super Mario Bros. 2 with the Lost Levels. This game is stupidly hard for no reason and feels more like a rage bait Mario Maker level than a real Mario game. You know when a game feels like that as Mario Maker levels, that it's not a good sign. The inclusion of poison mushroom is honestly pretty funny, but the levels just suck. Nintendo released this only in Japan because they thought it was too hard for Americans, and they were right. As a proud American myself, I am not offended, but rather disgusted that Nintendo would ever create such technological blasphemy of a game. Sure, some games it takes skill to be good at, but this game is unfair, and even being really good at games, you'll struggle so much it will piss you off, likely leaving you to rage quit. Maybe I just suck at video games. 12. Super Mario Land. Released on the Game Boy, we knew it was going to be limited, but only 16 levels and the graphics look like a game is playing on my microwave. It's a fun little game you can beat in like 30 to 60 minutes. There are unique ideas like fighting sea monsters and saving Daisy instead of Peach, but many levels are forgettable, the physics are clunky, and it doesn't feel fun to control. To me, I forget this game exists sometimes, but I also didn't grow up in the 90s. All it really did was lead the way for portable Nintendo games. That's it. 11. Super Mario Land 2. This game is quite a bit better and more fun than its predecessor. The worlds are fun, the power-ups are fun too. It contains a world map, and this time you fight Wario instead of Bowser at the end. I personally never played this one, as this game is hard to come by in the grand 2026. Not a whole lot to say about this, but I'm sure it was a blast at the time. 10. Super Mario Bros., the original Mario game. This game hasn't aged very well with outdated physics and questionable graphics. The worlds are fun, the levels are memorable, the boss fight is Bowser in his castle at the end of every world, and he is super easy to defeat. Even in the final world. The game starts easy, then gets pretty hard at the end, but not stupid hard like the Lost Levels. This game laid the groundwork for the future games to come, and it did a pretty good job at that. I did say how there were quite a bit of memorable levels, but there are also quite a bit of forgettable levels too, as many levels look the same and blend together. As graphically, there is very little distinction between Lost Levels. Not a type of game I come back to a whole lot, but it's fun when I do. 9. Super Mario Bros. 2, the Doki Doki Panic reskin. This is a fun game with the option of choosing a character for the first time, rather than your only option being Mario. The levels are long, but there are only 16 levels of 4 worlds. The bosses are fun, and there are many unique elements in these games. The biggest issue is how you get continues in this game, when you lose all your lives. It's based on luck. You insert the coins you get collected in that level into a slot machine, and you get an extra life if you get 3 of a kind. The only thing not making me put this game above some of the new Super Mario Bros. Games is that it's a reskin of Doki Doki Panic, and in my opinion, that loses some points for the rankings. A fun game still. 8. New Super Mario Bros. U. This game was when Nintendo was in the prime of its slop era, releasing New Super Mario Bros. 2 4 months earlier in the same year. This game feels very similar to the previous 3, especially Wii. The only differences other than it being a different game are the Wii U's better graphics, Baby Yoshi's, the new Squirrel Suit power-up, and if you're playing multiplayer with the gamepad, you can add blocks that can help players or troll them. The worlds are the same as usual, with an interconnected world map. Some levels look stunning, while others look the same. The big thing holding this game back is that it's just too similar to the other 3 to have its own identity, and it feels more like a game processed out of a factory rather than a game made with the heart and care. 7. New Super Mario Bros. 2. The only reason I put this one above you is that I feel it's got somewhat of its own charm compared to you. The big gimmick in this game is collecting lots of coins. Lots of coin-related power-ups, levels littered with coins like a money truck exploded, and on the cover of the game asks, "Can you collect 1 million coins?" I've been playing this game for 10 years and I'm still at 200,000. I also don't play it often. Anyway, this game brings back the Tanuki Leaf, a fan favorite from Mario 3, which is the reason why I like this game more than you. This game has one of my favorite Bowser's castles in the new Super Mario Bros. Series, and one of my favorite final boss fights. The game itself is relatively easy, being the first Mario game I ever beat, and one of the only ones I beat multiple times. There's a little bit of charm to it, but overall, it's just another Mario platformer. 6. New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. This game ports New Super Mario Bros. U and New Super Luigi into one game. It also includes Nabbit and Toadette. Other than that, it's the same game as it originally was, just for the Switch. New Super Luigi U is similar to New Super Mario Bros. U, but no Luigi. The levels are shorter, but also harder, making the game more fun and unique than the other New Super Mario Bros. Games. Not a whole lot to say about this port. It was different enough where I felt I needed to mention it in the video. 5. New Super Mario Bros., the game that started the slot. This was the first 2D Mario platformer since Yoshi's Island, which at the time, that was a 12-year gap. This game was a fun callback to the previous games, with fun levels, fun new power-ups, and the start of the 8 standard worlds. The bosses are fun and unique, and to make this feel like the original Super Mario Bros., the final Bowser fight is stupid easy. This game also includes mini-games, which I won't go over extensively. The new power-ups are the Blue Shell, the Mini Mushroom, and the Mega Mushroom. The Blue Shell is a fun power-up where if you run, you become a Koopa Shell and can break bricks and kill enemies. The Mega Mushroom is more of a gimmick power-up. You can only use it in like 4 levels, and it was advertised in the box. The Mini Mushroom is more useful. It can help you unlock secrets, and Worlds 4 and 7 are only accessible if you defeat Bowser Jr. in Worlds 2 and 5 as Mini Mario. A really fun game, but it led to something horrific from Mario's image. 4. Super Mario Bros. 3, a classic. This game was revolutionary for not just Mario games, but for platformers. Widely considered one of the best platformers of all time. It was the first Mario game to have a world map. In the world map, there were minigame houses that can help unlock power-ups and extra lives. Now, there are mid-castles in the middle of the world instead of just one castle at the end. This game also introduced a bunch of new power-ups like the Raccoon Leaf, Frog Suit, Hammers, and Tanuki Suit. This game is very fun with somewhat of a challenge. The levels are memorable and fun, and this really paved the way for the future of not only Mario, but gaming itself. 3. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I was torn between this and the 4th spot, Super Mario Bros. 3, but I decided to roll with this. New Super Mario Bros. Wii brings back Yoshi's, the Koopa Lane, and 4-player multiplayer is new. You can play as Mario, Luigi, and Blue and Yellow Toads. Nintendo missed an opportunity to implement Wario and Waluigi. Anyway, I feel this game did enough for the new Super Mario Bros. Series to now feel like slop like the 2 after it. The Propeller and Penguin Seeds are the game's 2 big new power-ups. The Ice Flower is also new, but the Penguin Suit can do that and Belly Slug. So the Ice Flower feels somewhat pointless. The levels are fun, and the difficulty is somewhat in the middle compared to the rest of the games. The final Bowser Castle is one of the best in the series, and the final Bowser fight is the best, where you're running away from a Mega Bowser as he destroys the level chasing you. There is even a World 9 in space, with a bunch of really challenging levels. The game brought a lot back from Super Mario World, which I always loved this game for. 2. Super Mario World. This game did wonders for the series, with vibrant graphics in 16-bit and an interconnected world map, and Yoshi. Yoshi is a beloved fan-favorite character that really makes Super Mario World, Super Mario World. The Koopalings are also introduced, being 8 siblings that are Bowser's minions to serve as fun and unique bosses. The game also serves quite a challenge, not being easy to beat with the levels being quite difficult. The Star World is introduced here, like World 9 in New Super Mario Bros. Wii. It contains very hard levels that were made for the best of the best. This game would be the best ever for one thing. The physics here have always felt weird, being someone who has played a lot more Super Mario Bros. 3 compared to Super Mario World. But the real reason this game is a number 1 is next. 1. Super Mario Bros. Wonder. This shouldn't be much of a surprise. When the game came out, I was in awe. This game was not only a breath of fresh air for Mario platforms, but all Mario games in general. The graphics are so vibrant, the character selection is huge, being able to play as the princesses and Yoshi. The levels are fun and memorable, with the game's biggest gimmick being Wonder Effects. Wonder Effects turn the world alive when touched, creating things like singing piranha plants, the level moving in front of your eyes, and other fun stuff. Instead of going to the flagpole at the end, the game is more open, with Wonder Seeds being collectibles that you need in order to be able to fight bosses. Kinda like stars in Mario 64. The world map is a lot more open. You can complete levels and worlds in any order you want, giving you more freedom. This is damn near a perfect 2D Mario game, and I really hope that this is a building block for the future of not just Mario games, but other games and similar in general. Thank you for watching this video. If you disagree, I think you're wrong, and your opinion doesn't matter. If you agree, congrats! If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe as it would help me be able to make more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next video.